They'll tell anybody to his face to go to hell. If anyone comes around and thinks they can, they come and say, hey, we're going to sanction you. What? Go to hell. Just go to hell. You have your own issues to deal with. Go and deal with your own issues. Leave me to mine. This is the spirit I think Rwandans must have in their daily lives.
There's no Western leader that has been in office as long as you have.
Do I care about that?
Because
The Western leader is a Western leader.
Because elections normally throw people out. The nature of elections and democracies is that people get tired of it and they move to another person.
That is if you are telling me, that everyone has to conform to what the West tells us to do. I'm not one of those people. The Western world is a world on its own. It has many good things that they do. It has many bad things they do.
There's no democratically elected leader in a generally accepted democracy that has been in office as long as you.
Democracy is not defined by the West. No. If it does, then what happens of the contradictions that happen in the West? We are a small country, but we are not small people. Where we may not be able to change things for the good of everyone, we will speak out. At least we will speak out. The voice matters. The truth matters to us. We will even tell anybody what they don't want to hear that we believe is a fact. Muri za nyigisho ariko nta kibazo ufitanye nazo. Iyo ukubise ku musaya umwe harya ngo urahindura kugira. Ibyo ntabyo ndimo nta. Mumbabarire mu nyumve nta n'uwo mbisabye ngo ariko bigira rwose. Nunkubita ku musaya umwe nugira amahirwe urasigara uri muzima rwose. Ibyo njye niyo dini yanjye. Dini yanjye yo kubisa aha ndakubita n'ahandi hariho hose hashobora ntabwo muri ibi bibazo turimo iyo mikino cyangwa iyo myumvire. Udashaka intambara urayitegura. Iyo ushaka amahoro witegura intambara. Rero ubwo twe dushaka amahoro, ibyo kwitegura twiteguye kera. Nushoza intambara bahagarara ukavuga ko ugiye kurwanya u Rwanda, ugiye kugirira n'aba Banyarwanda. Kubitwa tutangiye. My message goes to other Africans who live like this on a daily basis, who are dehumanized, and they accept it and they beg. I can't beg to leave. I can't beg anybody. We will fight. If I lose, I lose. But there is a chance there is a chance, a significant chance, that if you stand up and fight, you will live. And you will have lived a dignified life that you deserve, that anybody else deserves. We have to live our lives, we have to fight for that, we have to live the way we want. And I tell anybody to his face to go to hell. If anyone comes around and thinks they can, they come, hey, we're going to sanction you. To what? Go to hell. Just go to hell. You have your own issues to deal with. Go and deal with your own issues. Leave me to mine. This is the spirit I think Rwandans must have in their daily lives. It's the ones listening to us, but that's not correct.
Okay, I'm raising it once again in the context of the United Nations Development Goals.
No, United Nations is us. You see,
course.
United Nations is not something alien somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's actually us. We participate.
And the framework for this entire development.
And by the way, I had been leading the Millennium Development Goals before Sustainable Development Goals. I was the co-chair of that with other leaders and some of the leaders in Europe. So you don't turn around, it's like you want...
So you believe that there should be scrutiny on human rights in Europe, in Africa?
No, I believe that you shouldn't be there belittling Africans or leaders of...
The lead up to the 2017 election that talks about opposition politicians, journalists, human rights defenders being jailed, physically attacked, even killed.
I think you're interested in
forced into exile or silence. I'm just interested in your idea of that assessment of your
raising
country.
your views to the audience so that you influence them by
the European Union sees itself very much as an exporter of human rights and a defender of human rights.
Why can't you let me answer that?
I'm very interested in your answer.
Otherwise, you are going to ask and then answer yourself.
I'm very interested in your answer. I'm giving you some context on why I'm asking.
You're asking and giving answer at the same time. So
please tell me, what do you make of this assessment?
What is in Rwanda is really hell. In fact, forgetting the hell that we have gone through, that we stood against and sorted out when you were there just talking about more or less nonsense. Because
do you reject the accusations, for example, from Amnesty International?
Absolute rubbish.
You reject
Rwanda is completely different from what it was 25 years ago. In fact, maybe you need to be looking around in Europe. You are violating people's rights. When we have this problem of people being bundled and sent back to sink in the Mediterranean and so on, and so many people being mistreated in your own country, why don't you talk about your human rights and stop just offloading everything?
Well, this is a development conversation, so
no,
in the context of development.
You are not the one to determine what conversation or what points to raise in any conversation. We are asking questions, this is what I'm saying. You are asking questions and you are giving yourself answers. You really need to stop this superiority complex nonsense about human rights. You think you are the only ones who respect human rights, or others it's about violating human rights. No, we've fought for human rights and freedoms of our people much better and more than anyone, including you people who keep talking about this nonsense. Where we have taken our country from and where it is now speaks for itself. The rest of the stories just comes from this complex. You know, these two worlds where there are people who know everything about human rights and all kinds of things, and another world where people are just people who don't know. But these are our human rights. It's not, when we respect the things we respect in our country, it's not for you, it's not for anybody else, it's for ourselves.
Is it not universal?
So you don't sit there, yes, it is universal, but you don't sit there. If it is universal and you believe it, then you don't become the judge yourself. You don't start telling the others what to do, what they should not do, or that what they are doing is not to your satisfaction. Who are you?